All right. Hey, I want to say thank y'all for tapping back in with Streetball the Pro. It's your man, the ambassador. And of course, I got my guy, Ballaholic. And our guest today is ST, a friend of ours, in which we met in UK, you know.
Yeah, right.
So Ballaholic, I mean, you go from the UK to Japan, you know what I mean? And this is how the connection came. So shout out to Eric for making this happen. You know, we all met in UK, and not even 6 months later, we're in Japan, and we get to connect and we get to play against each other. And so we had to bring him on the podcast so we can continue to build this relationship in which we started in UK, and we had the pleasure to, and that was a hell of a game. You know what I mean? In Tokyo. And so I want to say thank you and shout out to Sword Tokyo for that game, for hosting us and for the kids who showed us love. And so, ST, give us a little background. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I see that you're a pro player. You know what I mean? I was on your Instagram. And so just want to open it up and just begin to just talk a little bit. So give us a little bit about your background.
Okay. I just started my professional career after my graduation from university in Japan, and I was not like the kind of elite on a elite track or course, So I need to figure out how to or start my career whenever they want me to play in that way. So I went to the SPL first time, Summer Appeal League in Long Beach.
Okay.
And
Okay.
do you guys remember that? Like they are playing in like it's a mixed one with a free agent division and NBA division.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I passed the tryout there and trying to just play the how the professional players are playing as not just a game but for the business, business side. So after the fortunately I could get a contract for the first streetball professional league in Japan. It was like 2005 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I started my career as a professional. Then I go to the domestic professional league here in Japan, and I go to the states like IBL or like to the Peru, to the Germany, France, Mexico, um, Russia,
Wow.
uh, Chinese Taipei, and then China. And yeah, as the coach said, the coach told us like we played together, not played against each other, but we played in WCBT in last autumn, last September, I think.
Yeah.
And we could meet finally and talk about everything around this game. And maybe I'm still trying to master my craft. Maybe I can be better, little more, and I'm ready. I'm getting ready for that, and I want to know how high I can uh, become as a athlete. So this is my not like a goal, just climbing up the ladder, one step at a time,
Mhm.
and just trying to I just want to know. I'm so influenced by the Kobe or like MJ. I mean, from those era. So I just want to grind, keep grinding, and I just want to see what I can do as an athlete or like as a people, as a person to the next generation.
Mhm.
You know, it's very how can I say summed up way, but just I just love this game and I'm trying to get better in each aspect, every aspect. So I've just run my own school my basketball school, and I sometimes I coach the university team, like a junior high school team, whatever, and I played the director of basketball skill department of the very famous basketball animation film here in Japan. So I'm just working on a uh yeah, just I'm just a guy who loves this game.
I respect that, man. And like you said, in basketball, it's the grind because everybody's different. Everyone's got a
Yeah,
different
right.
mindset when it comes to the game. And what I respect about what you said is how can you get better? You know what I mean? And a lot of us, as we get older, we figure out how can we get better. Like I'm still the same. I'm the same speed. I'm not getting faster. I'm not getting my jumper. How can I get better? And also, as human beings, we have limitations. Some of us could get to a certain point and that's it. But some of us have limitations, like you said, like Kobe Bryant, like Michael Jordan. They went past their limitations. You know what I mean? Kobe scoring 81 is going way past his limitation, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you see how players today, how they do it, the new generation, and they're, 10, 15 points away from what Kobe did. You know what I mean? And some of them can probably go past that. It's just that limitation that would kick in, even for, you know, um, just like the new generation of athletes today. You know what I mean? Everyone has a limitation, and then it's starting to seep. You see it even women college basketball players. You know what I mean? At a young age, they're already breaking records. They're getting to their limitations. So only imagine how can they get better to get even further. You know what I mean? To climb up the ladder, like you said too, as well, St. And that's what I respect, man, about what you said, man. It is a grind. And to give you some advice to get better, man, is probably to double your workouts. Whatever you do in your workout, maybe double it. Or maybe have a 2 a day. Maybe go for 2 hours early and then go for 2 hours later on.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? And stay consistent with it and even go hard. Because we played against you guys, man. You're nice, man. You're a pretty nice guard, man. You know what I mean? And how you play is you're not stopping. Every time you got the ball, it was like, okay, he's finna do something with the ball. You know what I mean? And that's what you want the defender to think. Every time you get the ball, like he's finna do something. So let me stay ready. And that was my mindset too. Whenever I guarded you, I knew you was gonna do something. You kept the game in play, especially for your team. You had a couple guys that would just keep the game going. You guys didn't give up, and you know what I mean. And that's also part of the grind. That's also part of how can you get better. You know what I'm saying? Not just, a teammate, but as a person as well, too, because that's the balance you want, man. And the balance, you have that balance and you'll a lot of stuff will come to you a lot easier. You will understand more. You know what I mean? And that will make your IQ better. That will make you smarter just as a person. But yeah, to get better, man, yeah, just go harder. You know what I mean? When you work out, whatever you do, go harder. And that's the best advice I probably can give you. Of course, a lot of people will tell you that, but, in different ways. And it's good to hear from a lot of different people, especially other guys who are still grinding, or maybe even older guys who can still play basketball at a high level. You know what I mean? It's always good to get advice from guys like that. So my advice, man, just keep playing, keep going hard, man. You guys got a good team. You can still play. You know what I mean? So, yeah, keep grinding, man. Keep playing hard, man. Work as hard as you possibly can.
Want to give a shout out to Eric. Eric popped on and he's giving us love. So,
Eric, what's up, Eric?
Got to give you love, Eric.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Yes, you know what I mean. If it wasn't for the platform in UK, we wouldn't have been able to come together. And look forward to coming back again in September and playing. Hopefully, like I said, this is not the last dance. I know he said it is, and we got to hopefully we can get some people that can get behind it and continue to keep it going, because it's something that has actually brought countries together. You got to look at it. We're Americans, Japan, and here it is. We go from UK. From UK, we actually brought a player, JB, from UK, who played with us over to Japan. So just watching the relationships that has been built. And even got shout out to PG from New York, so he was at that same tournament, and we all
I played against him.
Yes, yes,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
So we all, met up in Tokyo, and so that was a big deal there. And so how long have you been playing? Uh, yeah, pro basketball. I mean, you named probably like 5, 6 different countries, and different. So how long
Yeah.
have you been playing?
Maybe I'm like I'm almost same age as like Carter, I think.
Are
I'm
you?
yeah, I was born on 1982.
Damn.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Y'all be
Holy man,
Yeah.
you don't you don't play like it, man. You don't look like it at all.
Yeah, everybody say that. Maybe the Asian looks like a little bit younger in other countries. So I'm
Damn.
41 in last December.
wow.
Yeah, and I'm this size, and I look like this, and I'm maybe I, I talk shit in everywhere all over the world. Then they started to point me out that you younger than me, so don't say that. But I mean I'm older than you, or like I'm like same age as your father or something like that.
Right.
So,
Hey, I was gonna ask you what you do for workouts, man. Shit. I need to be asking you that.
For
yeah.
real.
So just that's maybe I know my limitation of my size, or like I'm not a very athletic guy, so I that's why I keep my grind. Like I'm not big, I'm not very quick or like very fast or something. So that's why I need my training regimen and in my daily routine. So that's
Right.
why I love Kobe. Like he's more talented than me. Obviously, but he worked harder than me. So why not me? And
Right.
I want to. I just you know, I still want to play much more better, like a more like a smarter, like more harder, more higher, stronger, everything. And I got no reason to stop my grind, right now.
Right.
So that's why.
Mhm.
So I saw your game, and you are as you say, like you don't play, like you don't
No.
rush the tempo, like
Yeah.
you don't rush your play in a whole game, but you go to the spot in the way you want, and hit the shot you want. So like in number two, like Nate great,
Yeah.
he's been the guy in that game in a like a first side, but in my opinion, like I need to attack you. I need
Right.
to I
Right.
try to control your tempos, or I try to, how can I say, change your something in that game.
Right.
So do you remember the guy a little bit taller than me, and he got the headband and played
Oh yeah.
against you? Like he tried to draw the foul on you,
Yeah.
like a few
Yeah.
times,
Yeah. Oh man, like
you know.
what's going
I didn't.
on, man? I was like, what's going on?
Yeah. That's maybe. I think from a point of view, like the Japanese basketball needs to know the global basketball. This is very, how can I say, serious conversation. Like in Japan, especially, they think they are good enough to say we know basketball, but they don't.
Right.
They just know the basketball in Japan, but they just never know the global basketball. They don't know the basketball in the States, the basketball in Europe or Africa or Asia's other countries, because they just stay in this country, and they think they are enough, but
Yeah.
that never happened. Never happened. Yeah,
Right.
as long as we are not in the top of this game, So
Right. Right.
we Japanese gotta know much more, gotta go out and learn much more about this game from any point of view, like from organizer, from a gallery, from
Mm.
like the event stuff, from players, play together, play against, everything. So
Yeah.
from the cultural point, from like just from the game, or like from a physical point, like a mental aspect, everything about that. So I love the Kobe's interview with Ahmad Rashid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they said, Kobe said after he knows, he got to know the Tex Winters triangle offense, and he said they start the film session right after the game, and the 2 hours, 3 hours just for the whole game, and after he knows much more about that game, he just want he just want to know more, he just
Right.
want to do more,
Right.
and I'm just in that phase, I just want to play more, and I just want to know much more, and I just want to get connected with more people around this game, around all over the world, so this is
Right.
a very good opportunity for me to hook you up guys to the exhibition, and this time, and I played against, and talk a little bit like this opportunity, like, so everything is, you know I can't complain, you know
Right. Right.
yeah.
Right. Hey, no, that's good though, man. Like you said, basketball is at a pace. It's a game of pace. They say it's a game of runs, but also times there's a game when it's time to slow down. So it's a pace. You know what I mean? And like you also for me when I play, like I don't have to be. I'm quick, but I don't have to be quick. As long as I can get to my spots, that's when I know I'm effective. And that's the
Yeah.
thing that I work on too is getting to my spots. That's why I'm getting to my. I'm not. I can go by you, but for what? I'm just gonna get to my spot and I'm gonna take my shot. And I think that's what made me slow down a lot more. I didn't have to rush because I knew where I was going. And for me, what I do is that I study the court. You know what I mean? Like if I'm working out, I'll study where to get to every single time. I'll look at my spot. I'll do it over and over and over, at least maybe 100, like a total of 100 times. I'm going 10 times from each spot all the way around the court, and then I'm coming back. So if I'm going, I go right. I'm going right from the corner, the wing, the top, all the way around. I'm going right, and then when I come back, I'm going left. And I do it consistently. I'm making 100. I don't care how many times I miss, but I'm gonna make 10 from each spot. You know what I mean? And it's stuff like that where you don't have to be fast. I could take 1-2 dribble, pull up. You know what I mean? And for me, I kind of just study the court. And I got that, honestly, from guys like Steph Curry and Kobe, where they study the court. They know where they are on the court. That's why nobody can stop really Kobe's fadeaway. And that's why, like, when you see Steph where he shoots from, he shoots from them spots so much. He studies it so much that it's like a layup for them. You know what I mean? And that's why I think that for me, I don't get sped up in certain situations because I know if I'm on a wing and I got space, I know where I'm going. If I know somebody's guarding me, I know I know where I'm going. I'm going to go 1-2 dribble, pull up. If not, if he's on me, I got another dribble to get to the basket. You know what I mean? And I think if you just something like that will make your game a lot easier because you know where you're going. It's like when you're a PG, like every time you went off a screen, you knew what you were doing. Either you were going to the basket, you were pulling up, or you was hitting somebody. That was you, ST. I was like, either he's going to go to the basket, he's going to make something happen. So just even in that aspect, you know what you're going to do. So just imagine you work on that every single time you step in the gym. You work on something else like that. Your game will elevate, man. Like your game will definitely, the IQ would get higher. You'll get better, definitely for sure. And we always tell people just to watch the game, man, because it's going to come from a lot of different people. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know that, I still can use it's complex. I don't want to use it because of my age right now. I don't, need to work on nothing else but what I've been doing. You know what I mean? But someone for like you who still want to get better and want to learn the game, man, just, always keep your mind open with stuff like that. You know what I mean? And just watch the game, go on YouTube. And, some of that stuff is over the top, but some of it actually is efficient. You know what I mean? Because everyone has a move to a move to a move to a counter move. It's like, why all of that? And I could get to the basket in 1-2 dribbles or a jab step, and I could get to the basket. You know what I mean? So basketball is it's a lot of basketball. Like you said, it's a lot of basketball to understand from all over, and it's very complex. It's very hard. You know, some countries you can take an extra step, where in the States, you know, you can't take it. They call it the zero step, but we're talking about, you know, just the game of basketball alone, man. It's, you know, it's different. It's different everywhere we go. You know what I mean? So just you know, just learn as much as you possibly can. You know what I mean? And stick to what you know, man. Stick to what you do. You know what I mean? That's, you know, some more advice that I could honestly give you, man.
And I want to, you know, salute to you for just what you're doing for your community. You know what I mean? For the culture of basketball and the young generation coming up. Like I said, we had the opportunity to play in front of, I guess, the school. You know, and that was a big deal. You know, the kids actually had a chance to see, you know, Americans play against you all, and it was great competition at a high level. This is, you know what I mean? Y'all are veterans. Y'all are pros, you know, who's still playing at a very high level. And you had some young 20, you know what I mean? We had a couple of 20-year-olds on the team that's learning who want to be pros. And so I think that that's a huge thing that you're doing for your community. And so that's going to lead into Sword. How did that all come about? How did you, what made you come up with Sword Tokyo and your brand and things like that?
The Sword is, how can I say, the idea of, I've been going to the all over the world by myself as an just an athlete. But after I've experienced a lot. You know, I need to build some team or community to bring to the other countries, or like you know, just have the same experiences like me. This is like a cultivate the culture or cultivate the Japanese basketball much more, you know. And I just and a sword for me, sword means katana, the Japanese samurai sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe the most of guys, most of people, you know, all over the world might remember when they hear the name, the sword, and the team is from Japan. Maybe they might remember. It reminds them of a samurai or like the you know, Japanese fighter or kind of like that, you know. So this is a very iconic naming for me. And the sword means the spirit of a Japanese fighter.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I name it. And I started to play as a sword in overseas competitions from 2018, I think. And the first one is in France. It's a Culture West. It's at the Corn, and a very good competition out there, like a pro-am. And after actually I played in a K54. You guys know K54?
Heard of it? Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very World Streetball Championship. They say that, and it got sponsored by the Jumpman, from the top of the head to the top of the toe. You know, the shoes, the socks, jerseys, gears, everything. You know, very competitive, and the level is so high.
Okay.
And I've been there, and so and I think that is the very, how can I say, exciting experience for me, and it changed my basketball life. Definitely. So I played out there for the first time at the 2009, and the team cannot get the win, but I could play a little bit well, and the players opponent know they yeah, you can play, you know. So I just prove myself a lot, you know. but maybe I can do by myself, but I need some team, some guys around me, from Japan or like from anywhere. But I just need a teammate who can play same spirit like me. So that's why I try to bring my team to the overseas competitions, like like 2019 we played in France and Shanghai, and we after the COVID, we started to the Europe campaign, like in 2022 we played 4 competitions out there, and the last year we played in France in two competitions, and one in the UK, like the CBT. And sword can be very good opportunity for Japanese basketball, I think, because very no more the most of Japanese players, even in the pros, they want to go to overseas for just for the workouts or like just for the open gym, but they never participate in real competitions like a pro am or like the real game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because they don't want to know they need much more. They can go to in a like a workout. Maybe the coach is gonna tell you what you want, or like sometimes they said a little bit hard thing, but basically they said, hey, it's good, hey, nice, hey, good job. It's kind of like that. But the real game is not like that.
Right.
They try to kick ass and win. You need to kick their ass to win the game.
Right.
Yeah. So, but the Japanese players showing some hesitation to the real game, and I don't know why. You are in the gym just for the working out, or like just for the hanging out with the players, or like go to the shopping, or like watching the NBA, and you say you go to the States for what? Just play the game, or just show what you got.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why I keep the sword competitive, and go to any competitions all over the world, and also I need to get much more connected to the anybody all over the world, like this, or like like other Asian countries, like anyone, anything, and that will how can I say, that will give us the more opportunity to the Japanese basketball, including me, or like maybe I can share some opportunity with those guys.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
maybe
no, is that so? The team that you had, was that the same team that played in London? The team that we played against?
no,
Oh,
just
Oh,
way different, way different.
oh, okay.
that team was good. I mean, I
Yeah, I'm
need
about to say, yeah, that team was really good. I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah. So the guys, like the guy played against you, and the guy with tattooed,
Yeah,
and that guy with guard, not a like African guys, the Japanese guard
yeah, the Japanese guard, yeah,
with a yellow shoes. They played
yeah,
in
the one
ABA.
that can shoot, yeah.
Yeah, they played in ABA in this season.
Oh, okay.
Like Jim Rats, Shizuoka Jim Rats.
Yeah, I know about the
I
gym
know
rat.
the Jim. Oh, Jim, my guy, my friend T. I have a friend named T.
Yeah. T.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
All right.
So this world is small,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
As long as you're trying to brush up your game, sooner or later they're gonna get connected.
Right.
It's a small world. Yes, gym rat. Because the Admirals actually started out in the ABA, what, 10, 12 years ago, almost, when I first started, was in the ABA. So I played the Gym Rats. I hosted the Gym Rats here in Washington a few times. So, yeah, small.
Crazy.
Oh my wow.
Small world. I actually still have a pair of the gym rat shorts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have a pair. Yeah. The ABA shorts. That's crazy. Oh man, that's so crazy.
That
Yeah.
is
So I just respect T. Like he's doing his own way,
yeah.
Yeah,
especially in the states.
Yeah.
yeah.
And he's way older than me. Like
Yeah,
he's
T's older and T can hoop, man. T can play.
yeah,
We played
man.
it when I played in the ABA. We played against him in 2018. I
Mhm,
played for the San Francisco City Cats. His
mhm.
team came out here and we played against them. Yeah, we played against them a preseason game, man. Yeah, they got a nice team. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yep,
So, yeah, especially in the states, gym rat is keep grinding in that way. So I'm focusing my sword to the not just in the states, but to the all over the world. Like the sword is a very one and only community, which play all over the world. Right now. So for me, like I can see the very uh many points with Amirals. Like I've never seen the team from US played in often like in overseas competition like UK, like going down to Japan. You
right.
know, it's a very how can I say? I think it's very unique way. Yeah, because for me, like a US team just want to stay in a US and try to play local professional league or semi-professional league or like in a pro am or something.
Right.
But this is very how can I say inspirational to me.
Yes. No,
No,
that's
it is. You actually become, and I tell a lot of Americans too, like get out the country. It makes you become a better person. Of course,
Mm,
a better ball player. You know what I mean. You get used to playing out the country. It's more fun. It's a different air. You're playing against different types of players. You never know who you might meet. Just the experience of leaving the country, it's going to make you a better person for sure,
mm,
all around. But I think it's just playing. You're right. Like just playing in the States, I think a lot of us are too comfortable and we don't understand the specs and the severity when it's playing outside the country. It's a lot more. Now you're really on your own. You got to learn how to save money. You got to learn how to spend money, what to get, you know what I mean, where to go. So it's a lot. It's a lot of guys say, and me and Coach talked about this a lot on different podcasts, and they go, a lot of athletes go, yeah, I want to go overseas. And when that time comes, it's completely different. They don't know what to do. We had
mm,
a young guy on our team, and Nate, you know what I mean, was
mm,
really, really very talented, but just his mindset of being overseas is kind of not there yet, especially being really far away from home. He has a different mindset, especially
mm,
when it comes to entertainment. He's got a lot of distractions that comes along with it, and we're trying to get him to, we're kind of trying to, big brother him and have you like, look, you're going to be playing over here one day, man. So get used to it now and, know what's going on before you actually just go in. Because there's a couple of times if we wasn't around, the people that went in to do something that he wanted to do. You know what I mean? That took a lot of distraction off. but he's young. You know what I mean? He probably could do that stuff right now. He's young. But we're trying to get him to the point where like, yo, you keep your mind off of that. And now you got extra energy for something else while you're out here as far as basketball wise, or you know what I mean? And that's what we're trying to get him to start thinking that way and get his mindset ready for that because the skill set is there. So we're trying to get him in that point, man. And like you said, a lot of athletes, they get comfortable, in playing in the States and they can do that and do whatever they can in the States and have to worry about, a lot of other stuff. You know what I mean? They might have to worry about that they, might not have to worry about in the States that they have to worry about out of the States and other countries. You know what I mean? Because even in other countries, you have limitations. As you can't walk a certain way and you can't go certain places. You know what I mean? In the U.S., they can in their area. They're comfortable. They can. But, if they're out of their comfort zone, it's like, oh, what do I do? It's a lot more. So like you said, ST, a lot of us do get comfortable with playing in the States and don't want to leave the States at all. And it's a lot of good players that, like, yo, just come outside. Nah, I don't want to go. I just don't want to go. You know what I mean? It's just, and it's the reason. It's a bad reason why they don't. Well, not a bad reason, but it's an excuse why they don't want to go. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
but no, it definitely will make you a better person, but for sure a better basketball player. Definitely, you see the game different.
I think this is actually, I mean, it's exciting for the fact that we have the same, in a sense, the same vision. You know, we've both been having a team traveling the world because that's one of the things we started. The Admirals started in the ABA in the U.S., but I think like 3 years into having a team, we start traveling into China. And so we play, you know, China, we didn't play Lithuania, Spain, Russia. You know, you begin to play outside of the US and you begin to go to different countries and know the culture, you know, begin to, and that's one of the fun parts I love, like I said, the experience and learning and building relationships with other cultures and other players and learning. And so, you know, the past decade almost, that's what we've been doing is just, okay, let's go to this country. Let's see where we at. You know, let's get the best players. And that's what Streetball the Pro is, you know, with Ballaholic and myself is got a team and we're putting a team together and we're saying, all right, now let's go to this country and that country and see where we at and see if we can have players just like yourself. Let's help them to get to the next level, you know. But to get there, you got to mentor, you got to teach them, and you got to put them in front of the right people, you know. And like I said, we found players that say they think they can play at that next level until they get on the court. You know, it's different playing at 24-hour fitness or a run at the gym, and then you get on the court with pro players like you two, and then you find out you get exposed. You're like, oh, I may not be as ready as I thought I was. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things that I love about what we're doing and being able to build this relationship with you as well, because it sounds like we already have some, you know, people that we already know have in common. You know, we talk about T, Jim Rad, and of course Eric building there, and PG with New York, and so the list is going to continue to grow as we continue to build with one another, because we will be back, of course, to Japan. You know.
Yeah.
And of course, you come to America, you got to hit us up because I have some tournaments. I have some things like if you would be interested, like Isaiah Thomas tournament, right? That's something that we play in August.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, and so we play like 3 years so far. Of course, we're going to be playing back in it again. We took second and fourth, and we haven't won it. You know, Mike James knocked me out. You know, and salute to Mike James because everybody know he's really like that. You know, and so it's one of those. We're going to come back this year. Ballaholic can be on the team, of course, and we're trying to put a roster together and make another run. But that'd be another great opportunity when you start talking about playing in the States. You know, some of the top competition, Baby Boy, and all the big Jamal Crawford. Everybody comes and play.
It's a crossover.
That's different. So crossover is Jamal Crawford, and we played in that as well. Jamal, that's his league. So that's his summer league. IT is Zeke in. Isaiah Thomas is a Zeke in tournament. It's only a weekend.
Yeah, Zeke in. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
That.
Yes.
Nice.
So we didn't play it in both. So I've been fortunate enough, by the grace of God, and the program, the crossover. My first year, we went undefeated in this regular season. I think we ended up losing, to Jamal then in like the semifinals, somewhere down the line. You know, they brought in a couple of pieces that it was just way too much, you know. But I'm fortunate enough to be the all-star coach, Coach Zach Levine. So great memories, you know, I had the crossover. And then in the Zeke in where we played, I had to go back, Terry Rozier. We played a bunch of players that IT brought out on his team. We played him 3 times. And as of right now, not to say, I can at least say right now we're 3-0 against IT. I'm sure that they're gonna beat us, you know, eventually. But so this, some of the little bragging rights we speak on when we talk about the Admirals and where we've been able to play at here in Washington. But those are the 2 big ones, you know. Like I said, great competition. Got to get down. Got to get Ballaholic up to play in the crossover. So that's one of the things we're looking at this summer, saying, okay, let's do that. And so, But the street ball, that's the other part. We went to the Ballaholic store. You know what I mean?
Mm.
We would love, I don't know how that all worked. Love to be able to play in the Japan street ball,
Mm.
some kind of way, you know, if they have tournaments, if they open it up. I mean, that's another part of the networking is saying, man, how do we
Mm.
and figure out how can we get into, you know,
Mm.
games like that. So that's something. If you have information, if you need players, you know what I mean,
Mm.
call us up. We want to get in that. We definitely would love to play in the street ball world out in Japan.
Like some city or something.
Yes.
Mhm.
However
Oh,
it
yeah.
works, you know the ins and outs, and we want to just continue to keep building because, like I said, Street Ball to Pro is that,
Yeah.
you know, and we want to build that platform. We're from Street
Yeah.
Ball, and we're
Because
pros.
because actually the guys in some city are all of my friends, you know.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and from this year I'm trying to get my sword into the some city or
Mm.
like everything. So maybe we can find some opportunities to, you know, if we can get spot out there, and you guys can, you know, how can you say, bring players to
Yeah,
the sword or sword and armors or something, or like, you know, maybe we can do something
yeah,
Man,
interesting
yeah,
together, you
yeah.
know.
I'm definitely down with that, man. Yeah, I'm.
Yeah,
That's
and
something
they,
for
yeah,
sure.
and they want to know the what is the real people, or like they are very how can I say, eager to the absorb the real streetball, or like, you know, the other things, especially from the states,
yeah,
Right,
you know. So maybe sword can be not just a team, but the community, and the good hub for anyone around this
right,
game,
yes.
you know.
right,
So
right.
actually, right now I'm planning to get into the TBT in the near
Oh
future.
yeah, yes,
Yeah, and
yeah,
I think that is a very big one.
yes,
That is.
And
That's
I
probably
know
the
it's,
biggest one. Yeah, that
yeah, I know
is.
it's so hard to win the chip, but if you can get that chip once in a life, you know, you're never gonna forget until you die, you know.
yes,
Mhm.
And I want to provide those chances, or like visions. Maybe they say I'm like stupid or something, or you crazy, and I know I'm crazy, but you know, it worth to, you know, take a shot,
yes,
right? You know,
yeah,
just, you know, like the song lyric from Eminem, like, you know, in Lose Yourself, like you only get one shot,
yep,
you know, do not
Mhm.
miss a chance, bro, you know. You know,
yes,
that
One
thing
shot.
hit me. Yeah, that really, yeah, hit me so hard. You know, you only get one shot, so do not miss a chance, bro. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You know,
Right,
so
right.
you can never do same things if you know, get into the coffin and you knock it, you know, from inside. You know, you cannot do that. You know,
Yep.
no,
so
I can relate with you on, you know, you're crazy, and you know, folks think that visionary. You're visionary like myself. You know, you think
mm,
bigger than, you know, most people will think
mm,
outside of the box. You know, in a
yeah,
sense,
right. I said the box.
in the ABA, my first year, I was like, man, I want to be uh, basically, I want to create a program that's a pipeline overseas. And that
Mm,
was my first year in the ABA. So it was like, okay, this is just a platform. This is just a
mm,
stepping stone to get me to now. Here it is, you know, a decade later, I'm sitting here talking with you. You know, now it's like, hey, I have international relationships. And where did I meet you? I didn't meet you in Japan. I met you in
mm,
UK. And then I
Right.
was blessed to come to Japan for
mm,
relationships and play you there. So that's the thing. It was like, man, you're crazy. You're thinking way outside of the box. How are you going to do it? You know, it's going to take all this money, all this resources, this and that. And
mm,
folks don't understand like the importance of relationships. And that's
mm,
one of the things, networking, building good relationships, you know, have been a company or a person with integrity, you know, things like
mm.
that really opens up and it matters. And so here it is. Like I said, we're sitting here, you know, how I met Ballaholic. I met
Mm.
Ballaholic in Mexico because I'm
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So me and Ballaholic, we got connected in Mexico. So we
Crazy.
couldn't
Yeah.
see each other. So I had a team. He was on another team, and it was our first game, and we played and found out who. I was like, well, one of my players like, yo, in a sense, you know who that is. And I'm like, and it's like it's Ballaholic. Wait a minute, no, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get to my phone. I had to go and talk because I had seen him play. He's killing us. I'm like, hooping, you know what I mean? And he was like, yep, that's me. And hey, Paul, let's sit down and start talking to him. And here it is. We have a podcast now, and we got, we're traveling all over the world together, putting teams on, mentoring. And so once again, being a visionary and thinking outside of the box, here it is. It's insane or crazy to some people, but people like ourselves, we're like, we only got one shot, let's take advantage of it, so continue to keep doing what you're doing. And here it is. This is where we at. And I know it's only going to get better as we continue to lock arms and build together. Like I said, I got to go back to the fact that you're 41, he's 42, and y'all playing at a level that is it's crazy.
Crazy, like, man, I didn't even think that. That's crazy, man. I knew I wasn't the only one at this age playing like this, but just to know, like, that's crazy, man. Like, you didn't even play like that, like you that age, for real. Serious.
It's like very similar to the library or like a university, because young students go back to the the how can I say the back area of the class and sleeping or doing what they want, but the older guys going right in front of teacher or like professor, and then we studying hard, and it's very similar to us, like we still in the library, or we still be in the students of this game and try to know much more and see around, and then other guys are older as old like or like me,
Right. No, it makes sense. I hear you on that one. Yeah.
No.
But that's good. Keep going, man. Keep playing. Don't stop. I'm not. Don't see. And that's what I'm saying. Because coach, I'm telling coach, like, I got only a year or two left. But when I get motivated by guys like you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're still going. It's like, to see he's still going. See how he's still playing. Like, it's so motivating, man. It's hard to put the basketball down when you still can play at a certain level. You know what I mean? So, yeah, keep going, man. Yeah, keep playing, ST. Keep playing, man.
Yes. So what are some of, I guess, your goals or that you have, for Sword that's coming out for just in building the community? What are some of the things that I know, like being an owner of a team myself, you have, of course, your goals, you know what I mean? Like I said, when I got with Ballaholic, we said my whole idea was like Streetball to Pro. We want to go Streetball to Pro. We want to take the Admirals, and we're going to use that team, and we're going to use create this platform where we're going to travel the world, and we're going to use it, and we're going to be able to showcase players. We're going to have podcasts. We're going to do all of these things. So what are maybe like some of the goals that you have?
Go for me and a Sword?
Yes.
Like actually, right now I'm trying to build some professional team in overseas, but it's based in Japan. Like, do you guys know ABL? It's ASEAN Basketball League.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Actually, pre-COVID, I was trying to have a team in that league from Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to provide more opportunity for the players to play as a professional, but not just in Japan, but for in overseas. And the TEBA, the league in Thailand.
Yes.
That is a very good
I heard
opportunity.
that.
Yeah, and I'm connected also with Malaysia. Malaysia, it's like Southeast Asia, I think.
Okay.
and they got a short-term professional league twice in a year,
Okay.
like 2 months, like in the summer and a winter or something, and both are how can I say certified by FIBA as on like professional league,
Right.
Yeah, so right now I'm not trying to run a pro team here in Japan just for the get the championship in Japan, but for the send the players to the overseas league, or like in those cases, or it's gonna be the very good opportunity for especially for younger ones to know what the real basketball is, or like what basketball can bring you, like other countries or like other cultures, other aspects of the game, other connections, and maybe helping those things will be the main goal for Sword.
Okay.
So I think, yeah, maybe we can talk and then work together much more, because our goal is very similar, and maybe we can help each other much more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So maybe I can add some goals with it, like yeah, we can be bigger together. I think.
I agree, and that's the whole idea. Like I said, when we saw you in UK, made the me and Ball Hogs like, hey, we got to talk to him. We want to build, and it was about networking and
Mm,
like that. It was like, okay, well, I know I have some partners in Japan, and we're going to be
mm,
going to Japan, so let's talk and see how we can continue to build, in a sense, this brotherhood where we just continue to help one another. And so
mm,
here it is. Got a chance, and once again, I say thank you, because it was an amazing opportunity for our
mm,
players, and even for myself to come to Tokyo and just experience Tokyo and come and play in front of the kids and play an amazing game, and just
mm,
um, and now have this relationship that is continue to keep building. And so
mm,
it's going to be exciting, because we have a lot of young guys, and we're going to find more talent, and vice versa, where we say, hey, let's come together. What you have going on, what we have going on, how can we get these guys together? Or let's come together and make super teams, especially talking about the
mm,
TBT. You know what I mean? You got to have a Monstar team to win that tournament.
mm,
So I think that this is a great opportunity, and I just going to continue as you get to know me more and more. I'm one of those just always grateful and just say thank you, just for the opportunity, because I don't take it lightly. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's all we need is that one person to believe, or that one opportunity, and
mm,
just to get that next step in every
mm,
relationship, and especially in this, just in the world period. I would say not just in our industry, in basketball, just in life, because you got a lot of people to say, "Oh, I can do this," or "I do that for you," and then it doesn't happen.
mm,
So to really come up and build a solid relationship with people that I know, hey, if I call ST, he's good. You know what I mean? Whatever
Right.
it is, it's going to be, and vice versa. If you reach out to us, that is going to, our word is going to be good, and it's not going to be, oh, okay, what happened? Like I told you, we had 8 players. We had 8 players, and I was like, hey, SC, man, I only got 5 now. I need some players. I needed this and that. And he was like, yep, I got you. Yeah, we was fortunate enough to find A-Way,
mm.
Alex, he's a part that we're going to be adding to the team, where it's like, hey,
Yeah.
we love your game. We love what you're doing. And the other part, he's actually me and him are from Memphis. So we're from the same town, or same city
Mm,
together. So that was another great, I guess, an example of
mm,
relationships. I called you provided some players, and one of the players is now a player that is going to come on with us. So in UK, y'all go back to UK, you're gonna end up seeing him, as long as he's about. He's gonna be running with us, dunking and doing all those things. So salute and thank you. You know, you're a great scout as well. You know, so
Yeah.
so yes. So we're gonna get ready get off short because I know it's almost midnight. You know, for
Mhm.
you, I want to say thank you for
Yeah.
staying up. You know, making sure that we can make this happen. We was going back and forth trying to get the time. So those who don't know, there's 16 hours difference. You know, and so he's in Tokyo and in Japan, and we're in basically on the West Coast. I'm in Washington. Ballaholics is in the Bay, and so we coordinate. Me and him is easy because we're on the same timeline. But for you, it was like 16 hours. I said, all right, Ball, we're gonna have to get up, brother. You know? We got to get up. This will happen, you know. And so thank you for taking the time. I know this is not going to be the last time that
That's my word. Yeah.
see each other or even talk, but I just really felt like we needed to get you on our podcast and let the world know about our new relationship and just who you are and vice versa for, you know, Japan and everybody, because you have a huge following as well, to know who we are in Streetball to Pro and what we're building together in a sense, just for the community as a whole. And so is there, how can people like follow you or find you if they have any questions? You know, you have social media, or what's the best way?
I think the easiest way is maybe to send me the DM on Instagram or something. Yeah, I'm on Facebook, but not a lot. So maybe mainly on Instagram. So maybe everybody can catch me up, you know, at that site.
Sword, so they can go IG. So you have a Sword page. I know you have.
Yeah.
I know your pages. You know what I mean? I've been to all three of them, just tagging.
Yeah. Maybe
So,
Sword or like just myself.
okay.
Yeah.
So those who are interested, you know, please check out Sword. Legit talent, you know what I mean? For those who follow me, I have some I guess not to say players, but supporters. It was like, man, they must have been nice. I was like, yes, they're nice. You know,
They were really, they were really good. Whoever's watching, they were good. That wasn't a team we were just gonna go in there and beat. No, that was a good team. That was a really good team.
Yeah, also, I will send the link for the game film soon.
Okay, so so y'all get to see the actual game, and y'all gonna get to see really what took place. Not just highlights, but like I said, we was up at one time by double digits, and they went all the way back, and it came
all the way back. Yeah, and actually took the lead too, and they went up. Yeah.
They took the lead, and shout out to PG. He hit him with a cross and laid it up and got the lead back.
Less than 1 minute. Like I hit the jumper and we up by one or something, and I thought, maybe we're gonna win. But after that, PG made that shit, you know. I took that bad turn up after that. And you made that 2 free throws kind of that, and that's the answer. It's hard to remember, but but that's the process, you know, for getting better. So I'm cool with it, you know.
Yes, no, I agree. I was like, man, this right here was a game, you know. I'm like, okay, I'm going live. Like, oh, I got to cut this off. I got to really coach. You hold it. Going live, I'm like, I gotta have right timeout. I gotta make sure everything is going, because here we go. So when y'all see the game, it's really like that. So those who ask, are they nice? Yes, they're super nice. You know what I mean? And you're gonna get to see the film, and I look forward to being able to really collaborate and make a super team. You know what I mean? So you take the talents from both sides and you pick the best and make an all-star team. We're really it's a hell of a team if you look at it that way. You know what I mean? So
serious,
So I want to say thank you, ST. You know, because like I said, we try to not to drag it on, and it's midnight, and let you get some sleep. And I just wanted to say thank you. And man, anything you got, Ball, before we even get off, my man?
Yeah, ST, man. Hopefully, man, we get to link up, man, again, and maybe link up, play the same team with each other, or if not, have another good competitive game against each other. I definitely had a blast in Japan, man. Also, if you talk to T, tell him that I said hi. And T will also let you know about me, of course. But that T is my guy, man. So if you happen to talk to him, man, just tell him I said what's up. But other than that, it was fun. It was a pleasure playing against you guys, man. I hope we get to play get you guys again, man. And then hopefully this will be a start of a current relationship that we have. You know what I mean? As far as us, whatever the case may be, training, playing against each other, whatever the case, man. So definitely.
Get some cams. We're gonna do all kind of things. We're gonna definitely collaborate and definitely give my love to T as well, because I'm sure you remember who I am and the Admirals, and so we might have to set up something else. I don't know. Have to tell T, all right, Jim Rat, Swords, Admirals.
Right.
Hey, New York, we got the Court Kings, so there's a bunch of different owners that we can come through and create some things, not only in the US and in Japan, but just worldwide. I think that's the biggest. All of us have the same vision, thinking outside of the box. And so it's going to take us, as they say, it takes a village, just to raise, a child. So imagine we're trying to affect the whole community. And so it's going to take all of us to come together and continue to collaborate. And so thank you, ST, for tapping in with us. Everybody, thank y'all for tapping in with Streetball the Pro. I am, of course, the ambassador, and we got Ballaholic and our new friend and new friend and partner, ST.
Yeah, right.
Yes. So salute. And man, we're gonna definitely I gotta get y'all two. I'm gonna get y'all two on the same team. I'm gonna put my money on. Hey, look, I got two, as they say, OGs, old heads. I promise you.
Man, now that would be fire right there. That would be, ST, we can do that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, why not?
For real. A 2v2 or something with it. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to set that up. 2v2, you know what I mean? You got Streetball, let's go. 41, two legends. Let's see. And they two pros. Let's see what we're gonna do. Always gotta think outside the box, ST. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Yeah, definitely that. Yeah.
We gonna do it. So all right, we're gonna let you get some rest, ST. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much
for tapping in with us and Ballaholic. Me and you, we're gonna chop it up as always, and man, go get some rest. I'm about to lay it back down till it's 8 o'clock. I still got a little before I got training. I got training at 2. And then I got our friends that flew in from Japan. We got our youth game at 7. So the grind never stops.
Never stops, man. Never stops.
All right. Good night, everybody. Good night to you. And hey, blessings to everyone.
All right, ST.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, coach.
Thank you.
Okay.